I took extra money for drinks from drunk guys at strip club. It's about to get interesting. Oops, $8,000. That's a lot of money. I mean, because they were already so drunk. Okay, okay, okay. I see what you're doing. It's actually funny. I took credit for a work project that was mostly my coworker's idea. We listen, we don't judge. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite girl, Peace Dora, and I'm back again with another video. So guys, today I'm back with some super interesting confessions. I mean, super interesting ones. And also some am I the a-hole stories. So yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait to get into it. But before then, if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Peace Dora. Please do well to hit the subscribe button, join the family. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So the first one here is actually very shocking. When I said, I was like, is this possible? It says I found $8,000 inside a bra box when I worked at a thrift store and never told anyone. Oops, $8,000. That's a lot of money. I mean, would you have told anyone if you were in these shoes if you found $8,000 in a bra box? Okay, guys, let's dive right into the story. I cannot wait. I'm super excited and let me see how this person found $8,000 in a bra box. Okay, let's dive right into it. It says, back in 2021, I worked at a small thrift store in my town. I was in charge of going through the socks, underwear, bras, shoes, purses, and beddings. Additionally, would collect brand new stuffs and hold them back for a sale. Would have 4 times a year with all brand new stuffs. Okay. We happened to get 6 or 8 brand new bras, and one of my co-workers boxed them up for our sale. Alright. At least 4 months went by between the time we boxed up these bras and the next time I saw them again. So they're very new. And if someone had noticed something was missing and came asking for them back, we'll try our best to find their item as long as we could. We never heard anything about them. Alright. A week before everything goes out onto the floor for the sale, we check everything over, make sure it's priced, and price them if needed. These bras in their boxes were something that needed priced, and I pulled one out of the box. Behind it was a thick bank envelope with nothing written on it. I can imagine the heartbeat at that moment. Like, alright. I opened the desk drawer and put the envelope inside there. I grabbed it when I went on my lunch break, and it was full of cash. Oh my god. After counting it, I realized it was $8,000, and I put it in my bag without saying a word to anyone. Okay. And I didn't tell anyone I worked with until I left there. Oh wow. Oh my god. And undersold how much it was by a lot, telling them it was just a few hundred. Oh, that means she mentioned it, but she didn't really tell them the exact price that she had seen. I never heard anything about it, and no one ever asked anything about the box. So I don't think the person that donated even knew they did. Oh, this is very interesting. I mean, I don't know if this should be a confession. Okay, it's actually a confession. Like, it's something that she had not told anyone and she had kept to herself. I feel like a lot of people would do the same, myself inclusive. I think so. If I found $8,000 in an envelope in a thrift store where I work, where I work, it's actually tempting. It's to be very honest, it's actually tempting to think that you didn't steal. That's not stealing. I mean, I could just count it as myself being lucky. I count it as you were lucky and you got it. I mean, nobody came for it. If somebody had come for it and then you pretended or you just kept quiet and didn't return it, then it would have been a different case. But in this case, I feel like the universe really just blessed you, girl. That's how I feel. It's actually interesting. I've heard stories of people seeing things in like thrifts that they sell. People that sell thrift bags that usually find like money in it. That sell thrift clothes that usually find like money in the pockets. I actually sell toys, like baby toys, thrift ones as well, imported from abroad, but I've not been lucky enough to to find money in it. I mean, I would love that. I would be excited if I actually like found money in one of my items. So yeah, what do you think? Have you ever found something like this? Has this ever happened to you? Have you like seen money, like get something, like buy a thrift bag or a thrift dress and just get lucky? I think some people even find like gold, jewelries, valuables in general on their thrift items, which is actually like nice. In some cases, you should return them, but in some cases, it could just be your luck. I mean, but I feel like 8,000 is a lot. I've not seen somebody that actually got this much. It's usually like maybe a dollar bill or something. But yeah, lucky her. Let's move on to the next story. So the next one here is actually like a bit heartbreaking, not even a bit, it's actually like heartbreaking. It says, I took credit for a work project that was mostly my coworker's idea. We listen, we don't judge. Miss Dora listens, she doesn't judge, but like, let's read this and find out if this person is the a-hole for doing this. So it says, I've been struggling with guilt over something that happened a few months ago at my job. Okay. My team was tasked with coming up with a new marketing strategy, and one of my coworkers, who is usually quiet in meeting, had an idea and completely shaped the final proposal. Like completely. Emphasis on completely. During the presentation to management, I explained the strategy and didn't mention that most of the concepts came from them. I was praised for thinking outside the box and got a lot of recognition. Okay. At the time, I didn't correct anyone because I wanted the acknowledgement and it felt too awkward to admit I wasn't the main contributor. Come on now, Chelsea, come on. I mean, you should let me just finish up the story though. Since then, I've noticed my coworkers' morale has dropped. Even if I were the one, I mean, I would just like feel I've noticed my coworkers' morale has dropped and I feel like I've damaged our professional relationship. I regret not giving them credit from the start and I know it was unfair. I haven't come clean yet, but I'm seriously considering apologizing and making it right before things get worse. Oh. So what do I think about this? I think you're absolutely wrong. In this case, you're actually like really wrong, to be very honest. You don't do that. You don't do that to people. You don't. So I feel like you coming out to tell this story and ask for opinion is actually like the first step. You've actually like realized that you did something wrong, because there's some people that will actually be in this situation and they would not feel any sense of guilt. They won't feel they did anything wrong. So you knowing you did something wrong is actually like the first step, which is actually nice. Now you know that you're wrong and you've noticed this has affected your coworker. So just go ahead and make things right, all right? And don't just apologize to them. Also make it known to the management or whoever you made the presentation to that, okay, this was not just my idea. As much as I was giving credit and all, it was also A's idea. He came up with this and I believe that should be acknowledged too. And we've actually like worked on this together. It's not just me. So that's the right thing to do. You go ahead and do it, okay? So, guys, that's what I think about this particular one. What do you think? You leave your comments below. Go ahead and advise this person because they really need it from you, okay? Share your thoughts in the comment section. And moving forward to a very, very interesting one, guys. It gets really interesting. But it says, I took extra money for drinks from drunk guys at strip club. It's about to get interesting, guys. So, let me read. It says, many years ago when I was young, I worked at a strip club as a waitress. Men will often come in groups like bachelor parties and order a lot of drinks. If they were obviously drunk, I was supposed to cut them off. But they would always argue and freak out because they would be embarrassed to be cut off in front of their friends. Oh, okay. I hated making a scene. Everyone always paid with cash because it was a strip club and they always had a lot on hand. Plus, credit cards weren't as common to pay for drinks back then. So, let's get to the interesting part. So when someone who was super drunk would order a room and coke, I would give them just a coke, but charge them for the room and coke. So I would charge them $8 for the drink, But in reality, I only paid the bartender $2 for the Coke. Ooh. Now that's broad daylight stealing. I'll keep back the $6. They never noticed that there was no alcohol in their drink because they were already so drunk. Okay, okay, okay. I see what you're doing. It's actually funny. It's actually funny because it's like you're actually like helping them in a way. Uh, they're already so drunk, so you're like helping them in a way. Like they're just drinking Coke, but they're it's actually funny. But let's continue. Because they were already so drunk, I looked at it like I was doing them a favor, as they would have gotten kicked out if they made a scene about getting caught off and would have been embarrassed in front of their friends. Okay. And I made a lot of extra money during my shift. I knew they were going to blow all of the money they came in with, anyways, as they always did. So I made sure I got some of it. Okay. They would always offer to buy me drinks too, and I'll take them up on it and charge them for a double vodka on the rug. But really, I'll just drink water. I think that's okay. It's actually your money. So you could actually like drink something else and charge them for something else. So yeah, I'll just drink water, and it's actually good for you to just take water because I mean you're working, you don't want to get drunk, right? But I think the point was they wanted me to sit and drink with them. So I didn't really think it mattered much what I was drinking. And if I actually accepted a drink from everyone, I'd have been so hammered just 10 minutes into every shift. I know, right? I can imagine. Okay, so it continues. I still smiled and laughed and flirted and made sure they all had a good time. So I think they were all so happy in the end and hopefully woke up with less of a hangover because of me and possibly saved a few of them from alcohol poisoning. So, I mean, you're not just telling the story, you're trying to like pitch in the favor you did. Like, okay, I actually stole, but like, I stole doing a favor. Look at the good side of my stealing. So, I think that's what you're trying to do here. Is this some sort of damage control, girl? It feels that way. It feels this is like, okay, a little damage control here and there, but let me just finish the story, anyways. One thing I do feel a bit bad about is when they would give me the cash to pay for their drinks. It was always dark in the club, as you can imagine, because no one wants to see what that place looks like with the lights on. You would run screaming, looking for the disinfectant. Oh, I can imagine. They would be throwing a lot of money on the stage at the strippers too and keeping track of their cash. So sometimes when I gave them their change, I would accidentally give them a 5 instead of a 20 because it was too dark for me to see. Ooh. Are you being serious right now? It was too dark for you to see and you did not accidentally give them a 100 instead of a 5. But you instead give them a 5 instead of a 20. Are you being honest? Are you being serious right now? But think about it. Think about it, girl. Think about it. Okay. Because it was too dark for me to see. They never noticed, they never counted. I know all the strippers did that too, especially at the end of the night when everyone was drunk and not paying attention. But if anyone had noticed, it would have been easy for me to claim it was an accident. Strip clubs are gross. Okay. I was a waitress and not a dancer, but I would always have guys desperate to have me dance for them. They liked the challenges and they found me attractive. I only did it twice when they offered me an insane amount of money. And I never even took any clothes off, just danced on them. Strange lots of offers to be sugar baby too. Sometimes look back and wish I had taken them up on it. LOL. I had one rich old man offer to pay off my student loan and buy me an apartment if I would be his girlfriend. Okay. At the time, I thought it was gross, but now it sounds like a good deal. Oh my god, this is crazy. At the time, it thought it was gross, but right now, it'd be a good deal. Goodness. Women and money. Oh my god. What do I think? She even said LOL, so it's actually like funny to her as well. Looking at the long run, if you actually like want to build a family, want to be happy, and You're probably in your 20s and you see a man in his 60s and he wants you to be a sugar baby. By the time you're 60, how old do you think this man would be? I feel like it all depends. It all depends on what you want as an individual, actually. Some people want to grow up with their partners, and so yeah, that wouldn't work for them. But if you don't mind, I mean, so moving forward, 90% of my job was fun though, just sitting around and talking with really nice people. And I got to dance on the pool for fun with the girls after we closed. I ended up getting fired, but not for taking the extra money. It was because I wouldn't have sex with the owner. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now this is saddening. Really? I know a lot of crazy things happen. A lot of crazy things happen, but I didn't think at the club where the owner probably has a lot of other beautiful girls, right? They are strippers, they are, I mean, to be the owner of a club, you have a lot of money already. And there are a lot of girls who would give in freely, but why does it have to be your worker? Like, why do men do this? Why does it have to be somebody who is not interested? If somebody else is not interested, there are a lot of other people that would be interested. Do you get it? I don't get it why you would want to like force somebody who doesn't want to go into that, who doesn't want to like get involved in that with you, when you can easily get somebody else who is interested and they are also as much as beautiful. So it just doesn't sit well. I was about to laugh. I thought it was for a funny reason that she got fired, but this is absolutely not a funny reason. So the I wouldn't have sex with the owner. Edit. So I think this was the end of the story. Then the person came back and said, edit. To clarify, I never shortchanged the regular people or the strippers or the bartender, and I didn't do it all the time. But when there was a group of super loud, extremely drunk people that were literally throwing money around everywhere, then I did it. And honestly, I didn't feel too bad. They would literally make it rain. Oh, I can imagine. I absolutely understand what she's talking about. By throwing money everywhere and stuff money in the underwear of the strippers. Oh, trust me, that money was going to be spent in the next few minutes, one way or the other. So I gave myself an extra tip when I gave them their drinks. I was trying to pay off my rent, and yeah, some of them became extremely angry if I tried to cut them off or denied them a drink. So it was just easier to give them the soda without the booze. And the extra money that I ended up pocketing, I thought of as a tip for putting up with their drunk asses. Ooh. Because of the curse, there would always be the one saying the rudest shit to me and the dancers and try to touch me and the girls. Security would give them a warning, but they wouldn't throw them out immediately like they do in the movies. So we had to put up with a lot. I can imagine. I can absolutely imagine. Most of the times, these idiots will end up spilling their drinks everywhere, anyways. So it didn't matter that I didn't put off the booze in it, and I would have to clean it up, which sucked. If you want to call me a thief, I understand. Maybe I am. Or maybe I'm a Robin Hood of strip club. Oh my god! You are not a thief. I don't think you're a thief. You're a Robin Hood of a strip club. So yeah, I think so. I think you're the Robin Hood of strip clubs, as you've called yourself. This is actually like funny, interesting, and and crazy at the same time. I don't know how to clarify this, but what do you guys think? I think it's actually crazy. What you did was wrong in a literal sense. It was actually wrong. But giving it a second thought, you actually like saving their assets at the same time. I think is what a lot of people would have done because they were going to spend the money anyways. But like to be honest, the fact that they're already drunk and you're trying to, but like let's not justify stealing. You stole, which is actually bad. So let me just put it that way. Let's call it spade a spade. That was stealing and it was bad. You took the money from them without them knowing, that was bad. That was bad. Regardless of anything, as much as this is funny, as much as you have been trying to justify this in your write-up and all, and it's stealing by trick. Robin Hood of strip club. This is actually funny. I think that what you did was wrong. That's my judgment. What you did was wrong. You shouldn't have stolen from them. Regardless of the fact that they are drunk, you were wrong. So yeah, what do you guys think? Kindly leave your comments in the kindly leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd really, really love to read from you. What do you think? Do you think she was wrong? Do you think I don't know. I don't know. I would say you're wrong. That's my own judgment. But what do you guys think? Kindly leave your comments here in the comment section. Let me know. And also, what do you think about the bra money? If you saw a whooping $8,000 in a bra box where you work, and you know for a fact that this money does not belong to anybody here, would you keep it or will you give it out? And also the first story, share your thoughts. I would really love to read from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Stay safe out there. Do not forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed my reaction, give me a big, big, big thumbs up to support the channel. Share this video with your friends and loved ones. That's one way you can support the channel. You can also support the channel by buying me a coffee. The link to buy me a coffee is in the description box below. And you can also join my channel Patreon. There's a channel Patreon where you can join and monthly support this channel. Lastly, you can join my channel membership here on YouTube, which is actually like really super cool and it's be highly, highly, highly appreciated. Your support is appreciated. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay safe out there and I'll see you all on my next video. Bye.